manage users in the admin dashboard, I click the main menu and choose Users. In here, it will give me a list of all active users. If I want to see inactive users as well, I would deselect this. I can do a search filter for any one of these headings. For example, user ID, first name, last name, username, email, external ID, or status. An external ID is usually associated with a third-party information system. For example, I can type in the name and find a student. And then I can clear here. I can also add a new student by clicking the plus sign and giving them a username, first name, last name, their status, password, external ID, email, and description. I would be able to provide them accommodations. For example, I can ignore time limits on assessments, or I can limit the number of options on multiple choice questions to the number I choose. I also can add information to their individual education program by clicking Edit and adding text, a file, or a URL. When I'm done, I would click Create. If I choose multiple students, I can click the More option, and I can bulk update their status. So I can change their status from active to inactive. I could also click on the More option and import users at this domain level, or restore users that have been deleted. If I click on a user, I'll see the users page. It will start here with the Details tab. In the Details tab, it'll give me information about this user. For example, I will have editable and non-editable information. The non-editable will be grayed out. I can edit the status from active to inactive, first name, last name, external ID, email, and description. I can also give the student accommodation, and when you're done, you click Save. Under the enrollments, it'll show me the enrollments for that user. I can click into the enrollment ID or the course. I can also add a new enrollment for this user. So for example, I can add Aaron into another course. I can type in the course or browse from the options that I have available. I would then choose the role. So for example, if I wanted this user to have the role of owner or teacher, I would be able to do that here. I could mark their status for this particular course that I'm adding and give a start and end date if it's a traditional course. I can add an enrollment external ID, and then it will show me their permissions. If I want to give custom permissions, I could do that here as well. I also have the option for this one user to choose some enrollments, click More, and bulk update. I can bulk update their status, role, or start and end date. I also can click on the enrollment ID for any course this user is in and change the role, the status, start and end date, or any permissions. Under that particular course, I'd also be able to see the observers, which are people that are allowed to observe this one user. An observer is someone that can be connected to multiple students, and as an observer, I can choose a student and see the courses that they're enrolled in and the activities. I would not be able to complete the activities, though. It's only a viewable role. The history reviews the changes that have been made to this user's enrollments. If I go back to the user page and I click Performance, I would be able to see the performance page for any course they're taking. So I would be able to click into a course and see the student's exact performance dashboard. I then have the performance options the same as what the student would see. If I needed to, I could print this information. I would be able to see their dashboard, any self or teacher assigned assignments, any recent activity that they've completed, view their objective mastery, the analytics for any assessments that they've taken, and view any badges. I can see their activity stream, which is a roundup of all the activity that they have completed. I could see their to-do list, which is the list of activities that are due under a set amount of time that you choose as an administrator. Under domain permissions, if this is somebody that would have permissions across the domain, for example, it might be an admin, a teacher, or an owner, they would show here. Subscriptions are libraries of information that I have a subscription to. So, for example, if this was a teacher, that had a subscription to one of your libraries, it would display here. Observed enrollments will be a list of learners that I am following based on a course's enrollments. The observed users are a list of learners that I am observing, and it is not tied to any particular course. I would see all of the courses that they are enrolled in. I would then also be able to see who is available to observe them. As you can see, you have a lot of options in your user management dashboard.